Alright, so a few of you, or hopefully several of you, have seen my video I did in the last couple of weeks that repaired the leaky faucet. I took cut into the drywall, cut out, took the faucet valves out, repaired it, fixed the leaky faucet. Now I had to repair the drywall. So I repaired the drywall. I don't have a video on that right now, but I have other drywall projects that need to get done around the house. I'm going to videotape another project where I'm repairing the drywall. This video is about the painting and the painting problems that I've run into. Who would have thought that painting would be such a problematic thing? So I repaired the drywall. I put in repair pieces, taped it, puttied it. I got it all flush and nice and perfect, sanded it down, primed it, and I found a paint that looked like it was the right paint for the bathroom from the prior owner in the basement in one of the storage rooms. I used that, painted the wall. It was close, but not close enough. It was too light. Must have been for some other project, or he just had it wrong. I don't know. So I grabbed a piece of drywall that I cut out, went to Home Depot, did a paint match there. And when I did the paint match there, I came home, painted the wall, still the wrong color. It was closer, and it was actually really close, but when you're looking at the delineation between the new paint and the old paint, it was just off. Whether it was because of age or dirt or whatever it was, you could tell there was a difference. And for me, paint matching just doesn't work. Like I've done it several times before on several other projects, and I just cannot get paint match to actually work just perfectly. So my solution was paint the whole wall. Paint the wall, not all 4 walls of the bathroom, but at least the one wall where I did the repair, and hopefully the delineation between the wall that I repaired and the whole paint of the whole wall. At the corner, you wouldn't be able to really tell the difference between the next wall to the side where it was not painted. And in my experience, that seems to have worked well in the past, and in this case it also worked well. So I painted the whole wall. When you look at the video, you won't be able to see, at least in my opinion, the difference between the color in the 2 walls. It's so minute that you can't really tell because it's at the corner. You can only really tell when you do a single patch in a part of the wall, and you only paint that part of the wall. So I know painting's not that hard, I get it. It's just, to me one of the problematic things about doing paint matching. Unless you can get the specific code with the same manufacturer and the same exact type of paint, I don't know if it's really that possible. I personally have never been successful in doing paint matching, so I personally don't recommend it. If you've had success doing it yourself, please make a comment in down below. Let me know. Let me know what you did. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. I don't know, but I've never had paint match to work. So I painted I taped it down. I painted the wall. The great thing, the one thing about painting, it's not that complicated, but the error is going to happen. So you got to make sure you tape it down. You have drop cloth, but also, like sometimes I've had bleeding underneath the blue tape that I had for the bathroom. So when you pull the tape off, you see a little bit of paint that you don't want it to be there. The great thing about water-based paint, get a wet washcloth, wipe it down. It kind of just neutralizes or eliminates the color as long as it's still wet without impacting the color behind it. And so if you do a job and you paint it and you take the tape down, there's a problem, easy fix. Easy fix if it gets onto places you don't want it to get onto. So you'll see how I taped it down. You'll see the things I ran into. Hopefully the visibility is going to be good. I'm going to do it in fast motion so you can get through it relatively quickly. Let me know anything you think I did wrong, anything you think I did right in the comments below. I welcome your feedback. Thank you so much for watching this, and I will talk to you at the end of the video. Thanks. Bye.
No matter how well you try to color match, it just doesn't work. We had a paint can with the code on it, Sherwin-Williams, who brought it in from the prior owner that that's where the paint can came from, and they matched it perfectly, and it was the wrong color. So it must have been a different color in the house somewhere. The prior owner had the wrong color or whatever, it just didn't match. So we took in a sample of the drywall that I repaired, and they tried to match it exactly, and that's what we came out with. That's the new paint, that's the old one. There's a difference. So to me, color matching just doesn't work. So what I resolved to do is paint the whole wall up until the corner right here. And to me, that is the best solution, and try to want to perfectly match your paint. I think by having the line differentiator between that wall there and this wall, it'll be hardly noticeable, and that's why I'm going to stop at the corner. So the mirror is loose on the bottom, it's tight on the top, and you can see even underneath that the paint job, the current paint job, they didn't even paint it behind the mirror either. So I'm just going to paint the edges here, tape the edges here, tape it at the top, and leave the mirror in place. I'm also going to obviously tape this down, tape over top of that so nothing goes down there while I paint, and then paint the bottom. So all right, so I've got it all taped down now. Taping is, the most important part, but it's also the biggest pain in the world to do sometimes. This was actually less painful than usual, just because I think there's just a bunch of straight lines. The mirror is actually really easy because there's actually a gap behind it to go do it. The glass and the light bulbs came off of this, and these were already pre-taped when I did the faucet repair, and I did the local repair right here. So now I'm gonna paint the wall. Not a lot of room to go get up high with the rollers and the paint brushes. I've got a ladder to kind of get me up there, but I'm hoping that I'm able to stand on the counter to get the high areas, but then I gotta worry about my paint tray. So it's gonna be a tight squeeze, it'll be easier down low, but even with the down low part, it's gonna be an access issue. Product. I think it turned out pretty good. You can't even really tell with the lighting that we have in the bathroom that this here is a tiny bit different shade than that. So it turned out perfect. Really happy with this. And if you remember, I had the drywall repair here because I had to go fix the leaky faucet. I had to pull out the stem valves there. I broke into the backside, so the backside's still an issue. Lori and I are going to go talk about designing the built-ins that are going to go on the other side of the bathroom, and that will be a video for another
Everybody
day.
for watching the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it. And hopefully you learned something from it as well. And maybe you learned something of what not to do as well. Please hit the subscribe button if you like what you saw. And hit the like, that helps me out a ton. And until next time, take care and I'll see you soon. Bye.